So I kind of splurge bought a TKO 600 transmission because this thing was $600, and in Canada to get one of these you're looking at $2,500, maybe the $3,000, but $3,000 usually comes with a drive shaft and bell housing. But for $600 Canadian, I couldn't pass this up, and it was a in need of rebuild transmission. But the availability for parts and how cheap these are available, so it's fantastic. It's a lot better than the T45 I have over here, which was going on the Coyote V8, which is over there. But you know, one of the main advantages is getting rid of this 10 spline and upgrading to the 26 spline that's on here, because that's notorious for one of the weak points on that transmission. But that's not really the point of this video. But we got this, and he brought it to a local transmission shop here, and they said they disassembled it because he brought it to them assembled. And I'm kind of disappointed that he, one, had to pay them to disassemble it, and for two, now I'm kind of stuck with a transmission that's, you know, there's the old bin of bolts, you know, everything's apart. Hey, I don't have one of the guides here. Maybe it's in the bin or the box. You know, kind of stuff like that, that if you're taking it apart yourself, you're going to keep. And immediately after taking this apart, it was pretty clear what happened. Now you can see there is some wear on this, the input gear. It is starting to get a knife edge. I don't know if it's actually beyond usable limit. You know, there is some bluing on this gear, and some bluing on here. It's definitely gotten worn, and you know, that is, you know, essentially right there resting on that. And then, you know, or no, it doesn't go there. But yeah, I took it apart and I found one of the glaring issues. Now this guy here has a wash that's been hammered into it, and this goes in here. But in between here, there's meant to be a bunch of roller bearings with this spacer plate, and then another set on top. And when I took this apart, it was this spacer on top with, you know, needle bearings stacked end on end, and you know, these needle bearings just lost it. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, that goes in between needle bearings, and you know, I haven't touched this, so you know, you're seeing it as I am right now. But yeah, those were stacked on top of each other. They started to play out, or to wobble, fall out. You got play on here. You know, this transmission started eating them. There was a bunch of flakes with a bunch of little nubs everywhere, and it just caused catastrophic cascade failure. And you know, by no means am I an expert on this transmission. I did watch a hour and a half long video from another YouTube provider, and I'll link his video down in the description. And if you want to know how to rebuild a TKO 600, 500, or 3550, he's definitely the man to go, because it's a step-by-step process, and I'll be playing it when I rebuild this and put it back together. But yeah, just another thing of really make sure when you put everything back together to put it back the way you got it, because this little whoopsie caused this guy, you know, quite a lot of money and headache. So yeah, we'll probably make more videos on this transmission as I get to rebuilding it. But to be honest, there's still so much more to do on this Mustang that doesn't involve that transmission. So it may actually go in relatively soon, but I'll see how finances and desire go to work on this thing, as it being at an all-time low. So, all right. Hope you liked the video. If you didn't, I made you watch it, so I win.